And I just kind of want to snag a save. We got any bounties?
I wonder what that fella did to get the board so wild at him.
Yeah, all the
That's
bounties
quite
are for
the
Phineas.
impressive list of infractions.
Where's the reliable? This is the reliable, right? I need to save my game.
Hey there, you mind stepping back? This charming little ship's been impounded and I'm afraid I can't let you near it till it's not.
Can you help me get this cleared up?
I'd surely love to, but that's just not my bailiwick. You'll want to have words with our representative here from the board, Mr. Udom Bedford. His office is on the promenade.
Does it seem hot in here to you?
I ain't felt so much as a tepid breeze in weeks. I hope Miss Chief Tennyson gets that fixed soon.
Well, it doesn't smell as bad here as Edgewater's graveyard in high summer, so guess I can't complain.
So, we can't save
Either
at
way,
all.
let's not stick around so long. We all roast alive. No offense, Miss Elson. I'm sure whatever critical problem needs fixing will get patched in time.
Whew. I'm starting to feel like a sisty roast in all this armor.
I'm off.
Have yourself a pleasant day.
So, we're fucked. Okay. We need to resolve stuff in order to get back to our ship so we can save, because I imagine if I hit load, it hasn't saved in quite some time. 1335. Yeah, it's 1422 at the moment, so yes. Yes, indeed. Let's just head to our goal. I would have liked it to give us a... It's not going to. Bell's shells. You Bell? Hey, Bell.
You know that sound when you've snapped on an injector clip? That's how you know your weapon loves you back. I got a full line of weapon modifications I'd be happy to show you.
What's the benefit of modifying my weapons?
Why, it gets you the weapon best suited for your lifestyle.
All the better for performing a little percussive maintenance.
Self-improvement, including one's weapons, is always a worthy endeavor.
Indeed.
Take your basic Deadeye assault rifle. Perfectly serviceable. But what if you like finesse? Slap a scope and silencer on that bad boy. Bunker down in a bush someplace and pop off heads. What if you like getting in close and making a lot of noise? Extended ammo magazine and a barrel heatsink to bump up rate of fire.
How do I attach a modification?
Only takes a bit of elbow grease and a spot of engineering know-how. Most ships have a workbench near the cargo hold. Ours is in engineering. You can take your new toys over there if you feel like tinkering.
If I change my mind, can I take a mod off or replace it?
No and yes. When you install something, it pops in there real nice, but if you want to replace it, the originals tend to snap like plastic toys.
Where can I find mods?
Right here for a start. I got a fair selection. Modified weapons are my specialty.
Does modifying a weapon void the warranty?
A what? Sorry, hon. Here at Bell's Shells, we just don't discuss impolite topics, and WARRANTIES tops the list.
Well, that's all I need to know.
So, what can I get you?
That's enough. I'm sure you do some awesome mod stuff, but... I trust nothing and no one.
I was wondering what they do with their waste. I guess they just chuck it down here. Where's it all go? How about I stay up top? You know, keep watch, okay?
Light ammo, mag pick, another bolter pistol, a headless corpse. Frankie got a lead on some local salvage. One of the groundbreaker's old hangars was bricked over until someone found it by poking around the stevedore's quarters. Lilia gave us the go-ahead to plant her flag once we clear out the new arrivals. I'm sending you to scout, look for a loose panel. You got to climb on top of their bunks and head towards the back wall. Lilia says we should watch our backs. She thinks we're being tailed. In other words, typical Lilia. Oh, you died. Oh, it's unpleasant that I can't save, kids. It's unpleasant. I think we just need to go and look for a loose panel. I mean, I could pick, but I don't know what I'm doing. There's a Mardet. public terminal. Hack 20, messages, admin access. Welcome, admin. Has anyone seen Private Taylor? Haven't seen him in days. Where are we on that toilet clog? Kitty Buckhannon to Wildcat Group. Groundbreaker meetup. It's been 9-20 years since the last meetup. I was hoping we'd get the old gang back together. I understand that things have changed. Some of us are long-range haulers, some of us have gone corporate, some of us are likely dead, and some of us are on Tartarus not reading this message. But I haven't lost hope. No one responded to my last invite. I hope that means your schedules are full up with family gatherings and job opportunities. Conveyor's rights. Iceman. Okay. Everyone's out their luck. No one's got anything to eat.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Yeah, no one wants you on Groundbreaker.
These stairs are board property.
Reward offers for information leading to the capture of wanted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board embassy. Have you seen this man? Have you seen this man? Reward offers for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells.
Hey, Greasy.
Hearty greeting, potential customer. Welcome to Auntie's Kitchen, a home-style consumable protein dispensary. May this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion.
Aren't you just a glorified vending machine?
This unit is programmed to simulate shock at such assertions. Shock simulation non-functional. A trouble ticket has been filed.
Engineering 25. Let me take a look at that. Maybe I can fix it.
Shock simulation restored. Initiating shock subroutine. How dare you? Shock subroutine complete. Estimated guilt level of customer increased by 35%. Resuming protein dispensation protocol. May this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion.
Let's see what you've got.
Beginning dispensing sequence. Please unblock all relevant facial protein ingestion tubes.
Pasta. Tobacco. I'll buy that. I'll buy that. And I'll buy that. Nothing else. I'm getting tired. I'm getting hungry and I'm getting thirsty. I could pick my way into the kitchen, but what would be the point?
This is Halcyon.
Those XF411s? And an old Yakita 37? You think they'd let me peek at the power plant?
I don't know, dude. I need to save, but...
indicate that rates of time are on the rise.
Thought there'd be more machinery. Must be housed on a sub-level.
Victim was cracked.
So this is
All day in here and
Junlei.
not have looked at half the best stuff.
Daily checklist. Radiator temp, plumbing overflow, life support, crew morale, scheduled landings, checklist maintenance, brush teeth. You can do this, Junlei. Personnel files. Back bays. More complaints about the state of the bay. I already told the Mardettes they're free to flush out McCred and his outlaws. They're so knotted up seeking warrants and paper justifications that they want someone else to solve all their problems off the record. Sorry boys, not my job. Promenade status. Morale's dipped 80% since Martin Callahan showed up. It's that damn mask. Found another listening device in my office. That was the size of a toss ball with a cord leading all the way back to sublight. Subtle as always, Lilia. Could have sworn the auto-mechanical chef arrived with the company tech. No record of the guy leaving the station. We'll have to look into it. Sprat infestation at the rest and go is getting out of hand. Ethel better not be ranching those critters again, or I swear by law I'll airlock her stall. Turn to route. Messages. From you, Bedford. Subject, my dear lady. The implications of your accusations cause my breath to hitch in my throat. I'm certain we can arrive at an agreeable understanding for what is a board liaison, if not a facilitator of handshakes between great powers, much like the board and yourself. When you do decide to return to the negotiations table, consider once again the embassy expansion plans I laid out. Gestures of good faith do not go unpaid. The board rejected my request for new radiator parts again, even after I greased their wheels with some targeted donations. Funny thing, when I used my admin privileges to survey the outgoing comms, I noticed some activity from your office. You chose your words carefully, but I plucked a juicy phrase from the transcript, let the frog boil a while longer, and now I have no radiator parts. You're playing with our lives. Did they install you on my ship just to get under my skin? Are you pulling this shit for fun? Hi, Junlei. No.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors.
Ty, nice place you got here, Chief.
No, it isn't. It's a mess. But it's my mess, so I'll take the compliment. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting.
Salute. Copy that, Chief.
At ease. Nice to see an outsider with some working brain cells. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through.
Once I get out of impound, I'm bound for Monarch.
Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
Parvati, you wanted to talk to Junlei, go ahead.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Nudge Parvati to continue.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if... Well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Silently encourage Parvati.
Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry.
Whispers. Nice job, Parvati.
Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention.
What's it like being in command around here?
Frustrating. Everything down to the circuit boards is past warranty, so I have the pleasure of making life or death decisions on a shoestring budget. Plus, there's no time to train my successor or document fixes in a way that anyone outside the family would understand.
The ship is a family business?
Sure is. The Tennysons came over on the Groundbreaker. My grandmother, Chief Gaying, kept it together during the crossing and until she died. I was promoted only recently, when my mom died. Then I took the leap from chief engineer to captain.
They must have been amazing people to have taught you all you know, I mean, which is a lot.
That means a lot coming from a fellow engineer.
Condolences, Junlei. I'm sure those were some big shoes to fill.
Appreciate it. There wasn't much that took me by surprise about the job, but the little things you never expect or think about, they add up over time. Maybe you can see why I'm protective of Groundbreaker. This ship is family.
Where's the self-destruct
got tinkerings
mechanism?
and bypasses that only Tennysons know about.
Parvati here could always help you shoulder the burden.
Oh, gosh. I don't know. I'm really just a dab hand with a wrench. Nothing special. Not like a chief engineer.
Don't sell yourself short. It doesn't take a seasoned pro to tinker on Groundbreaker. Just someone who knows how a ship ought to feel. We're always thirsting for help. If you could find your way around this labyrinth of ducts and panels, we could work something out.
Where's the self-destruct mechanism?
I hope that was a joke, Captain. I really do.
It was.
I
Maybe.
gelded that thing years ago. Now it brews a stim that goes down stronger than Nan or Spank. Family recipe.
Cool. Aren't you a little young to be training a successor?
You see any bite-sized Tennyson children running around? I didn't think so. The next captain won't have my heritage. I'll have to foster that talent from somewhere. It's only a question of when.
Well, back to my other questions.
You've got my attention.
I've heard you're having a heat problem. What's going on?
Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship.
Why haven't you fixed them then?
Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner.
Surely the board doesn't want Groundbreaker to roast.
They want us to sweat, thinking that'll soften me up for a bad faith deal. If you'll excuse me, they can go fuck themselves. The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone aboard, will be cooked alive.
Intelligence check. You need a contractor to work this out. I'm available for a reasonable rate.
Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays.
Back bays. Am I supposed to know where that is?
Sorry, I forgot not everyone knows this ship like I do. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now.
I'll get you those parts from the back bays.
Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs.
I would like to save my game! I would like to save my game.
This is Halcyon News. Interrupt a regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Remember Auntie Cleo? Because she remembers you.
Hey, Songjang.
Watch out something doesn't explode in your face.
There are bad guys down there. I would really like to save my game. Do you not see the problem with this difficulty? When was the last time it saved? Bearing in mind it's 1437. 1335. All of this since we landed. None of it has saved. None of it has saved, kids. Do you not see the problem? Ike's Armory.
If you're hungry, you've come to the right place. I've got a fresh ground batch of spratwurst cooking. They're terra-fried to lock in the juices. How about a grinder's dozen?
What's Spratwurst?
You know what sprats are? Space rats. The laboratories of Spacer's Choice found a use for this limitless frontier resource. Sprat meat is plenty tasty when properly prepared. We grind them up in sausages, then terra-fry them in their own juices.
What does terra-fry mean?
Terra-frying is a Spacer's Choice brand secret. A mix of 13 herbs and spices, plus a dash of modern chemistry.
Is Spratwurst like Borstwurst? I've seen that a lot.
Absolutely not. Spratwurst and all related terms are registered trademarks of Spacer's Choice. Boar, the other meat, is a registered trademark of C&P. Everyone knows our company and theirs are nothing alike.
Is Spratwurst your own invention or what?
Legally? No. The terra-frying method was developed and marketed by Spacer's Choice. Between you, me, and this grinder, I've been through lean times. If there's one thing you learn on tramp freighters, it's how to make near anything edible. Might be that this old space hand put a few words in the right ears, and could be that Spacer's Choice liked sticking it to C&P by R&Ding our own special meat.
That's enough talk for now.
Just as well. Near about time for me to go check on the trap. I mean, to unload another crate of farm-fresh sprats.
I'll just excuse myself. I'm sure we could break in and see the horrendous truth. I'm sure if I... Yeah, oh, look at the blender just around the corner. Oh, Sublight Salvage and Shipping.
Oh, neat! They got stuff in here I ain't seen in ages.
Now, this should prove interesting, to say the least.
Chicken and potatoes.
We're not going to fuck around with Sublight just yet.
I know she's in there, Mfuru. You can't get me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I am not making a scene.
I will in a minute. We've been going for 2.5 hours. I would like to stop.
I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene? See, Mfuru? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jesse in the first place.
What's this about your friend?
Let me get one thing straight. Jesse and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay? As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors.
Wait, you don't even like her, but you're checking on her?
You say that like it's weird.
It's none of my business, I was just curious.
I just don't like to leave a debt unpaid, that's all.
Maybe I can look in on Jesse.
Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
Hello, Dr. Mafuru.
Something I can help you with?
I'd like to see Jesse Doyle.
If only my other patients had so many inquiring after them. I'll tell you what I've told the others. The records say Miss Doyle checked herself in and requested I admit no visitors. The requests of our patients are paramount, so no, you may not see her.
Perception check. The records say. Have you actually spoken to her yourself?
She's not my patient. I'm certain no one on my staff would falsify patient records, if that's what you're implying.
Can I buy supplies from you? You seem well stocked.
Not without dispensation from Chief Jun Lei, I fear. Supplies are hard to come by out here.
How do you mean?
We don't have the ability to manufacture our own medical supplies here on Groundbreaker. Regrettably, we are dependent on the board for such mundane items as bandages and antibiotics, as well as more critical resources.
I would like to stop playing the game.
Staff. We'd nearly signed a supply agreement with Anti-Cleos, but they demanded we only use their branded drugs, and that's simply not tenable.
See you around.
Take care.
Ah, this is the bit I was dreading, by the way.
Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter captain? If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service.
Wheeler says your shipment won't be coming in soon.
He must be referring to Irion. I'm sure the fool's gotten himself into another scrape. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my service mechanicals at this rate.
Who's Irion?
Our delivery man. A brave idiot with a penchant for getting himself delayed. Sometimes by dates, usually by bandits.
I could try to find him.
I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type.
Yeah.
You look out, though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws.
I would like to save. So bad. There's a sick Mardet. There's a sick Mardet. There's a restricted area. Some people are dead. That's where we crawled in.
You're sure this is perfectly safe? I'd rather not die early of an infectious disease myself.
I would rather stop playing the game, considering we've been going for 2 hours. It's not what I thought it was going to be.
To the last ratchet on rotten time, leave me in peace! You hull-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation requires not being disturbed, don't you?
Ellie sent me.
What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head about me. I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body. Highly, lethally contagious. But I'll be fine, so long as I'm left alone.
Intimidate skill check 25. Open the door before I kick it down.
Should have known she'd send a bruiser after me. Damned if I don't rue the day I saved her scrawny little hide. Inadvertently, I befriended a bloodhound in the process. Alright, okay. We can discuss this like the level-headed folk that we are. Seems I've got to do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone with one ear and an intent to listen.
The truth is, I'm not sick.
but if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you?
Nope.
See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low.
Lie 10. I do work for the board, actually.
Oh, laws. Wait, don't gut me and skin me yet. Please, talk to Bedford. Tell him I can pay, a part of it, and I'm a useful person to know. Just ask Ellie. Surely you wouldn't drag me before him. I'm dreadful contagious. I just know if I face him, I'm dead.
What did you do that got you in trouble?
What? No, I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding denizen of this ship, I swear.
Yet you think the board had someone follow you and now you're hiding out?
Think? No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's a skill you develop during week 1, assuming you want to keep breathing. Alright, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. I'm a thief. I specialize in particularly high-end and historically valuable items. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the blood-tier diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had surfaced for the first time in 70 years.
So you stole it?
If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the med bay? I was gonna steal it, lined up Udom as my buyer. He paid half up front to finance the operation. Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on the diamond, and it crumbled to stardust in my palm. Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udom's deposit I'd spent.
Ellie asked me to help you, so that's what I plan to do.
Udom Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things for me, I'd owe you one even bigger than Ellie owes me.
I'll talk to Udom for you.
Thanks for helping me with the board. You're a real pal. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
Yeah, now I need to get out of here before my disguise wears off. And unfortunately, I'm a bit lost. Through here, right? See that? The disguise doesn't last long. Okay.
Any word on Jessie?
She's in debt to the board and thinks someone's after her. I'll handle it.
Good luck. The board's got an office on the promenade just before engineering. You can't miss it.
I'm not trying to do that, though. I am just trying. Udom Bedford. Udom Bedford over here in the boardroom. I just want to save, dude. I've been going for 2.5 hours now. We've done a lot. Don't get me wrong here.
I'm just gonna hang in the back and try not to touch anything.
Yeah,
You'd think the board and its agents would be more content, sitting at the top of the system's food chain as they are.
Hello, Mr. Bedford. You impounded my car. I can't... Right.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. You must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he.
Nope.
Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
I'm going to wring your scrawny neck, you sprat fuck. Give me back my ship. Let's just say, Alex is dead.
Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this?
I'm sorry for your
miserable
loss.
Fever dream am I trapped? Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have.
What was your relationship with him?
He was my dearest friend. My only friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he?
Lie check, 15. Yep, sure he did.
Ah, that's just like him. Such a
I would like to save my game.
Tell me, how did he die?
Lie, 15. He was eaten alive by feral canids.
No. How dreadful. That was always Alex's greatest fear, you know. Devoured by those fiends. Becoming one with their droppings.
So we can turn in Phineas Wells finally, but we're not going to. Again, I'm very sorry. Can we get back to the topic at hand?
Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience.
Jesus,
however,
finally.
before you go...
I want to save! It's been 2.5 hours!
Promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all?
Why is the board so interested in Wells anyway?
You haven't read the posters? He's a terrorist, a thief, a madman. It's really in the colony's best interest that we stop him before he does further harm.
Why do you think I'd know anything about Wells?
Well, Alex knew, or he said he did. And you have his ship. Maybe he kept some records around, or a conveniently placed note on his bedside table.
I know where to find Phineas Wells.
What?
Lie 15. Wells? I meant smells. It really smells in here. Maybe you should open the door.
I'm sorry? I'm quite certain I heard Wells. Phineas Wells.
Phineas smells? That's not a very nice thing to say about someone, even a wanted outlaw.
But you... It's always like this with you tramp freighter captains.
Do I hand him in? I don't know.
Oh, Captain, be nice.
Captain, stop pulling the man's leg.
Yes, please do. I have a fragile constitution, I'll have you know, and this runaround is like to give me a cold.
On second thought, maybe you should be mean to him just the littlest bit.
I recant my earlier statement. Mr. Bedford deserves what he gets.
I've met circus sprats possessed of better manners. Well, once you've tired of your jokes, you know where to find me.
Do you want me to hand him in? I don't know. This is recorded 2 years ago. Can I go on my boat now? I just want to go on my boat and save. That's all I want to do. It's been 2 hours 36 minutes since we started. Am I going the right way? Yes. Wait, can I fast travel to my boat? I can. Yes. I just want to save. I just want to save my loves. I'm not like against it or anything. That's 2 hours and 36 minutes that session is. That's probably the longest recording session I think I've done on YouTube. Genuinely. Single sitting thing. And it hurts. This is the 8th of September 2023. It's now 7 minutes to 3 in the afternoon. The temperature is 29 degrees outside, 35 in here. We're going to save the game, and then I'm going to worry about everything that's happened. Oh, watch this, watch this. That was a long time to go without saving. Oof. Scary business. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe we turn Phineas in? I don't know, dude. Whatever. I just want to go to sleep. Sleepy sleep.